The boy who followed the sleeping star. On the edge of a peaceful village, where golden fields met rolling hills, lived a young boy named Leo. Leo loved looking at the night sky. Every evening, after dinner, he would sit outside with his grandfather and watch the stars appear one by one. His grandfather often told him stories about the constellations. Stories about brave heroes. Stories about magical creatures. Stories about stars that watched over sleeping children. One night, while Leo was staring at the sky, he noticed something unusual. A single star was moving. Not falling. Not shooting across the sky. Moving slowly. Almost as if it were searching for something. "Grandpa," Leo whispered, pointing upward. "Look." His grandfather smiled softly. "The sleeping star." "The sleeping star?" Leo asked. His grandfather nodded. "An old legend says that once every 100 years, a magical star leaves its place in the sky and travels across the world. Why? No one knows." Leo watched the star until bedtime. That night, after he had fallen asleep, a warm silver glow filled his room. Leo opened his eyes. The mysterious star floated near his window. Up close, it was no ordinary star. It was shaped like a glowing lantern, surrounded by sparkling silver light. "Hello, Leo," the star said gently. Leo nearly fell out of bed. "You can talk?" The star laughed. "I can. My name is Nova." "What are you doing here?" Nova floated closer. "I need your help." Before Leo could answer, the star touched the floor. Instantly, the room filled with shimmering light. A path made entirely of stars appeared beneath them. It stretched far beyond the clouds. "Come with me," Nova said. Together they stepped onto the glowing pathway. Higher and higher they traveled. Past the clouds. Past the moon. Past the constellations. Eventually they arrived at a place unlike anything Leo had ever imagined. A kingdom floated among the stars. Crystal bridges connected giant islands of silver stone. Golden rivers flowed through the sky. Thousands of stars drifted gently like lanterns. "Welcome," Nova said, "to the Celestial Valley." As they explored, Leo noticed something strange. Many stars looked tired. Some barely glowed. Others drifted slowly through the sky. "What's wrong with them?" he asked. Nova sighed. "The valley is losing its dreamlight." "What's dreamlight?" "The magical energy that allows stars to shine. Without dreamlight, the stars would eventually fade." Leo looked worried. "Can we save them?" "That's why I brought you here." Nova explained that 3 crystal flames powered the dreamlight. For thousands of years, the flames burned brightly. But recently, they had begun disappearing. Without them, the stars were growing weaker every day. "We need to find them," Leo said. Nova smiled. "I hoped you would say that." The next morning, their journey began. Their first destination was the forest of silver leaves. The trees there sparkled beneath the starlight. Every leaf shimmered like polished silver. As they walked through the forest, they heard crying. Behind a fallen tree sat a tiny fox made of moonlight. "What happened?" Leo asked. "The bridge home collapsed," the fox replied sadly. Leo and Nova spent hours helping the fox rebuild the bridge. When they finished, the fox smiled. A burst of silver light appeared. The first crystal flame floated out from the trees. "You found it," Nova said happily. The flame joined a crystal lantern hanging at Nova's side. Its glow grew brighter. Their next destination was the Mountain of Echoes. The climb was difficult. Strong winds held around them. The mountain seemed endless. Halfway up, they discovered a giant eagle trapped beneath fallen rocks. Without hesitation, Leo rushed forward. Together they moved the stones. The eagle stretched its wings gratefully. As it soared into the sky, a golden flame appeared among the clouds. The second crystal flame. Nova carefully placed it inside the lantern. Now the lantern shone like a miniature sun. Only one flame remained. Their final journey led them to the Sea of Quiet Dreams. The sea was unlike any ocean Leo had ever seen. The water glowed softly. Dream bubbles floated across the surface. Inside each bubble was a dream from a sleeping child. A dream of adventure. A dream of friendship. A dream of flying. At the center of the sea stood a lonely island. There they found the third crystal flame. But something stood beside it. A shadowy creature. It wasn't frightening. It simply looked sad. Very sad. "Who are you?" Leo asked. The creature hesitated. "My name is Umbriel." "Why are you here alone?" Umbriel lowered his head. "Because I don't belong anywhere." For years, Umbriel had hidden from the stars. He believed no one would accept him. His loneliness had slowly drained the final crystal flame. Leo sat beside him. "You don't have to be alone." Umbriel looked surprised. "What? You can travel with us." Nova nodded. "So can I?" "Of course," Leo said. For the first time in centuries, Umbriel smiled. The moment he did, the third crystal flame burst into brilliant light. Golden energy spread across the sea. Dream bubbles sparkled. Stars twinkled overhead. The final flame had been restored. Together they returned to Celestial Valley. Thousands of stars gathered to watch. The three crystal flames floated high into the sky. They merged into a magnificent pillar of light. The dream light returned. Every star shone brighter than ever. Silver. Gold. Blue. Purple. The entire sky became a sea of color. The stars cheered. Nova laughed with joy. Umbriel finally felt at home. And Leo knew their adventure had succeeded. That evening, a grand celebration filled the valley. Music echoed among the stars. Moonbirds sang beautiful songs. Crystal lanterns floated through the sky. Leo danced with his new friends until the stars began fading into dawn. Finally, it was time to return home. Nova led him back to the glowing star path. "Will I ever see you again?" Leo asked. Nova smiled. "Every time you look at the night sky." The star touched Leo's hand. A tiny crystal star appeared in his palm. "Keep this. And remember that even the smallest light can brighten the darkness." Moments later, Leo found himself back in his bedroom. Morning sunlight streamed through the curtains. Birds chirped outside. For a moment he wondered whether everything had been a dream. Then he looked at his bedside table. There rested a tiny crystal star, glowing softly. Leo smiled. And every night after that, whenever he looked up at the stars, he remembered the magical journey he had taken beyond the clouds. A journey filled with friendship, kindness, courage, and the light that shines inside every heart. The end.